Be Kind Black and Gold Gel Nail Art Tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish.
Hi everyone! In today's video I'm going to show you a very cute, very sweet Be Kind set that's all golds and black. And I absolutely love this. It's very elegant and it's very in right now as far as that gold type of a color is one of the most popular ones this summer. So I hope you guys like it as much as I do, and I'm using all Madam Glam gel color for this. A lot of them that I haven't used before. The jelly collection is so nice from Madam Glam. The colors are so rich looking even though they are still a jelly, so definitely check those out. I'll have all the colors listed in the description box below, as well as a discount code, so if you aren't one of their VIP members, you can use that to save a little bit of money. And don't forget to click subscribe to see all my future videos as well.
So I began with a thin coat of Reality Check, which is a sheer black, which I know it doesn't look very sheer at the moment, but it does have like a nice cloudiness to it, almost like wearing sunglasses. And then I'm going to apply a fade of the color in Gold We Trust, which is a gorgeous chunky gold glitter. And you could definitely get full coverage with that gold if you wanted it. And then I'm going to be applying Perfect White to the middle finger. And then the next one is going to be stripes. So the first stripes I'm going to do are going to be with Halo. And so I've got that just at the top. And then after that, that's a really nice creamy yellow. And then I'm going to apply the, leave a gap, but then apply the metallic silver base just down in another stripe. So that's going to be underneath the color Crown, which will give it a really pretty metallic-y, kind of warm gold, very warm gold. So there's that metallic silver base, and as you can see, after about 30 seconds it really begins to smooth out and all those brush strokes just sort of fade away. And then in the very tip I'm going to be applying the sheer yellow from the Give Me a Glass collection, and then apply the color Halo again over the pinkie. As you can see, that color is really nice. So I'm going to apply Dipped in Honey, which is that sheer yellow, over the In Gold We Trust to really kind of warm up that gold glitter. A second coat of Perfect White, and then I'm going to add some more stripes. So in Gold We Trust, that glitter mix, I'm going to be applying that in that upper stripe on the striped nail. And when you're doing those stripes, you do want to make sure you cure before you do two stripes that are next to each other, or those colors are going to mix together and that's no fun at all. So there's that next one. So I wanted that whole nail to be just a striped mix of effects. So we've got the cream color, you have a glass gel, there's metallic, there's glitter. It's just all sorts of, like I said, you know, a mix of different effects. So I did that Halo again. So there is two stripes of that one, but if you wanted to do it with another different kind of yellow, you could definitely go for that. So now we're going to apply some Velvet Matte Top Coat on top of the Perfect White, and then the color Crown over the metallic. And as you can see, that's a little bit more of a warm orangey gold, but it, like I said, all kinds of different effects on that striped nail. And I'd love to see that just that style done in a bunch of different colors. I think that would be so cool, but I really like it in the yellow and black because it reminds me of bumblebees. So I've got a second coat on any of the stripes that need it. Otherwise, the other nails, like the Reality Check on the thumb, one coat is all you want for that. And so now on the pinkie, I'm going to be taking the Perfect White, and I'm going to, with a little oval brush, I'm going to kind of press it into the nail and into that gel top coat, or not gel top coat, but into that gel color. And as you can see, you can get really nice quick petals. And then on the middle nail, I'm going to be using the lemon yellow ink, and I'm going to create a really foggy effect, but I just do one coat of that. And then I'm going to take black paint and define my different stripes on the ring nail with just that thin black line, just to kind of separate them, clean them up a little bit, make them a little bit easier to see each different effect. Add a little bit more ink. So I applied some ink, I let it dry, and then I just did a little bit more so I can get more color on there. I'm going to do a second coat of petals with like a second layer of petals. So not over the exact same spots, but just a second layer of those petals with Perfect White on the pinkie. And then you can go through and you can use some nail cleanser to start melting the ink. I didn't want it to be a very veiny looking marble. I want it to be more soft, almost like it's a watercolor effect, which is why I put on that Velvet Matte Top Coat, because it'll grab the ink a little bit and give you kind of a cloudy effect instead of like a quartz marble or something. So then after you have that, you don't have to worry about curing the ink. Then I'm going to take some black paint and do a henna style or a mandala style sunflower coming from the corner of the nail. So I've got that first little base for the middle of the sunflower, and I'm going to be painting those petals going out and around. And this may actually be my favorite nail from this set. I absolutely just love anytime I do these kind of henna styled or mandala styled nails. So the great thing with this is as long as you've got that first base with that half circle or the quarter circle and then the petals, you can have fun with it and play around and switch up the patterns inside any way you want, because there's so many different options for that, different little loops you can do, or dots or stripes or really whatever. And the petals don't all have to be the same. You can just play around with it. I'm going to add a second layer of petals, so another little row in between the first set. Just a simple line in the middle of those. And the other thing is you can keep it really simple and keep the details at a minimum and leave it as that, or you can go really super detailed and add different colors and all sorts of fun stuff. So it's kind of up to you. And then coming down from the tips of each petal, so both the initial ones and the smaller ones in between, I'm going to add some lines coming straight down, add some dots on those lines, and add almost kind of, I don't know, it makes me think of a sun catcher or a dream catcher. So add those little dots coming down those lines, and then after you have all of those done, you can just do a little bit of like a feathery type look or a petal type look on the bottom of them. And it's just another way to add a bit of something to it, which again, you could do or you wouldn't have to. But I love that kind of marbled, really soft watercolor look in the background behind this mandala. And if you had a bunch of the different Madame Glam inks or any, of the art inks, then you could go ahead and do like a rainbow in the background. You could just have a lot of fun with it. On the thumb, I'm going to go and start doing my bumblebee. So I'm going to do this with black paint. And I know in the video you cannot see it because it is black on black. But in real life, because that initial reality check isn't opaque black, despite the video's appearance, you can see your black outlines. So as you're applying these black outlines, I'm not going to say it's easy to see, but they are there. So then after I have that, I'm going to take and on my flowers, back on my pinky, I'm going to do the metallic silver base. And if you guys are wondering why I'm jumping around from nail to nail, this is actually how I paint them. And so when you're watching my videos, my normal videos, I edit them, so I do one nail at a time typically, but you guys seem to like being able to see all of the nails at one time. And so you get the kind of scatterbrained way that I paint. So that is why I am jumping around all over the place and each nail is half done. So after I've got the metallic silver base on the pinky, then I'm going to go back to my bumblebee and I'm going to fill in the wings of my bumblebee and then just kind of outline the bee with the metallic silver base so that those black details do stand out. Now also with the metallic silver base, I'm going to be painting the word kind. So from the bee stinger, I'm going to extend that line like it's almost like you're writing in cursive and then write the word kind down the rest of the nail. So it's bee, like the bumblebee kind, which I've seen so many things with that phrase on them before, either where it's written out BEE or it's just the picture of a bee. And then the word kind, I've also seen be unique and be nice and all sorts of different ones. Be yourself. So you could do a different thing other than be kind, but I think that just really sums up kind of, everything you need to know. So then I'm going to fill in the yellow stripes of my bumblebee with halo. And as you can see, that color is super opaque, especially for a yellow. Usually yellow gel polishes need 2, 3, or more coats in order to have opacity, especially over black. But that one, 2 coats, or even 1 coat really did the job. I'm also going to take and I'm going to do the metallic silver base in 1 stripe on my sunflower and apply that crown color over that and then over the middles of my over my daisies. Add a little bit of the crown as a shading on the yellow stripes of the bee. And now we get to apply some jewelry gel wherever we want embellishments. And I definitely wanted to add embellishments to this design. So I've got embellishments along the cuticle area of that index nail with the glitter fade on the middle of each of the stripes on the striped nail, and then I applied some caviar beads on my flowers to really define between the middle of the flower and the petals. So after I've got that, I'm going to apply the velvet matte top coat on top of the thumb, on top of the ring nail, and on top of the pinky nail. So I've got the metallic or the velvet matte top coat and then glossy no wipe top coat on top of the index and the middle. I always like to play around with it and do a couple different kinds of finishes on my nail designs. It's my personal preference. You could do all of them either way. And then I'm going to take my embellishments, and I had some different kind of really goldy tone rhinestones and some little caviar beads, like I said, for the other finger. So I've got kind of goldy tones, some brown tones, and some metallic black ones that I went with. And you can just play around with it and make a mix. So apply all of those, really press them into that jewelry gel. So it's not cured yet. The jewelry gel and the top coats are still left uncured at this point. So you really want to press it in, because you want to press the embellishments through the top coat, and you want to kind of squish the jewelry gel, and you'll feel it when you're pressing it in. It kind of like oozes it. Yeah, that sounds really bad, but it makes sense. So when you're pressing it in, you want it to almost get all the way down to the point where it connects to the nail color underneath. And that'll really grab those and make sure that they don't fall off. And then once they're all in place, you can go ahead and cure. And here is the final design. Like I said, I'll put all the colors I used that are from Madam Glam in the description box below. They're all super pretty. And then here is a Melody Minutes.
Can you read again? One more time? Can you sing your song?
No.
Sing your song.
Whole new world.
Say, in summer.
In summer.
Now sing, whole new world.
Whole new world.
You do your dance one more time.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you recognized any of those Disney songs Melody was singing, comment below, and I will see you next time. Bye!